can't imagine.
I don't think it'll kill you, but it's a bit scary.
Right then, welcome back to the channel, and today we have got something a little bit different. Well, it's not exactly a little. The guys at 4x4 CSR, who specialise in Japanese 4x4s, have brought us this M57 swap Nissan Patrol that they have recently built for a customer. Under the bonnet sits an engine from an E60 535D. This is the cast iron block. It's a twin turbo engine, and this originally produced 277 horsepower, but today we're going to be getting this on the dyno, tuning it and finding out if we can get a little bit more. So the engine itself is pretty stock. It's just had a fresh rebuild with upgraded valve springs. It's also got fresh turbos on there, a reconditioned fuel pump and reconditioned injectors. As you can see in here, this is far from a finished project, but let's be fair, this hasn't been built to be a show car, it's built to be used. But to make things nice and easy for our tuners, the standard ECU from the donor car and the OBD port have both been retained, which means we can data log and make sure we can do a safe and reliable tune. And then finally, to tie it all together, this is running an 8 HP 70 gearbox run by a CAN ECU, which, to be fair, on the initial road test, this thing actually drives pretty nice. And then, although we are kind of only concerned about the engine and gearbox for the tuning side of stuff, there's probably plenty of you watching this thinking, well, can you show us the rest of the truck, because it looks pretty sick, and let's be fair, it does. So there's very little on this Patrol that is standard. On the rear, we've got a fully custom tray back. It's pretty obvious that the wheels are absolutely massive. 37-inch trepadors with 16-inch bead locks. All the suspension has been changed. I believe that's EMU suspension. The cab itself has been wrapped and painted in grey. We've got a winch on the front, we've got a winch on the back. Big lights, snorkel, there's probably plenty that I've missed. We'll try and get a full spec list for this, and we'll stick it in the description or stick a link to their website so you can have a look yourselves. So that's the car. Let's get it in the dyno and see what it does standard, because I'm tipping that those massive tyres are going to cause some questionable figures on the dyno. So as you can see, we've got the Patrol on the dyno, and being honest, it looks even bigger in here than it did outside. The plan, as always, we're going to run it up standard, so we've got a nice baseline, and then the tuners will work their magic to see what power we can extract out of this M57 engine. Right, as you can see, we have now run it up stock, and as expected with the 37-inch trepador tyres on there, we're a little bit below the 272 horsepower that this engine should do out of factory in a standard 535D. We're at 209.5 horsepower and 380 foot-pound of torque. So if you kind of factor in that we're about 60 horsepower down from where we should be, starting off with a standard baseline for this engine, I suppose all we can do now is do the software. We can only push it as far as we can push it in terms of safety, reliability, and what the logs can show us. So we'll let the tuners work their magic, and then we'll have a look what increase, rather than the peak power figures we've seen over that stock file. So the results are in, and I'll be honest, this was pretty leery on the road before we did the tuning, and now we have got an extra 65 horsepower-ish and about 125 foot-pound of torque. So massive increase over the 209.5 we had before. Now, if you can see the graph, although it's picked the worst colour, which is like an apricot, it's quite hard to see, but the torque, it's a little bit wavy at the top end, and that is because the wheels are that, or the tyres are that big, and we think they're probably very much out of balance. It's almost wheel hopping on the dyno as it comes on power. So I'm pretty sure we'll have a clip of that when we're doing a run, so we'll put that up. But yeah, that's why there's a little bit of like a weird wavy graph at peak torque. It does even itself out towards the top end of the run, and then we've probably gained a little bit more power at the top end. We're revving it out a little bit more, but that is all within safe kind of EGTs. The coolant temperature and everything is basically just sitting at 90. It's got a massive radiator on there, but as you can tell with this type of vehicle, it's not just going to be doing a few pulls on a bypass. This is built to take some serious abuse. So this is going to be bouncing off the limiter, trying to get out some muddy ditch somewhere. So yeah, we need it to be reliable. Just going back to the standard 535D, technically if we're saying that did 270 horsepower standard form, we'd get 65 horsepower, so we'd be about 335 horsepower from if that engine was in a normal 535D. So yeah, pretty good gains. I think we've done 535Ds before. They've done about 340 horsepower, something like that. So we're not a million mile off. Pretty happy with the gains, and yeah, the customer should be as well. Plenty of power and torque to get it out of sticky situations. But what we're going to do now, we're going to take it off the dyno, take it out on the road, and see if we can survive, basically, because it's going to be quite an handful. I can't imagine.
I don't think it'll kill you, but it's a bit scary.
But it might. It might put me in hospital.
Like, I don't think it'll throw you around.
Thanks for advice. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but it has been raining since this has been on the dyno. So the conditions out on the roads are not ideal for 37-inch Trepadors and the extra power and torque that we've given this Patrol. So Matisse has just took it out for final road test and did say it got a little bit spicy. So one of the mechanics was behind him in the car, and yeah, he's going to check with him tomorrow because he's not sure if it was trying to lift the front wheel or the rear wheels are spinning. Yeah, sounds a little bit sketchy. So we'll ease his way into this. It is already up to temperature, so we don't have to worry about that. Definitely twisting the chassis. You can feel it trying to lift that front left wheel. Now, I know we've got an overland division, so we're used to driving Touaregs, Cayennes, Amaroks. The biggest tyre size we've got fit to one of our cars is the V10 Touareg, and that's got 35s on. And compared to this feels like a boat. There's very little feel through the steering wheel. Even when you do get the vehicle to move, the whole thing just rocks. So this is why, although we're well aware that the Touaregs and the Cayennes are not quite as capable off-road as, say, this Patrol, when you're driving them on road, there's a clear winner. Right, let's see what this extra power feels like in this platform. Not good is the answer. I said not good. It's not that it's not good, it just don't quite feel safe. So let's be fair, I'm not really driving this to judge its on-road performance, because we all know, looking at it, it hasn't been built for that. The extra torque and the extra power is literally just so you can floor it when you're stuck and try and get you out of there. So it's got all the lockers, triple locked, with the extra power and torque. This thing is going to be an absolute monster off-road. It's almost like the car gets confused about the engine and the power and the torque and just starts having a bit of a wobbler. It's not quite sure what's going on. It's not used to it. Now, bear in mind that if this was on road tyres on our dyno, it's probably sitting at 340 horsepower, we said. I can't physically begin to imagine what these Patrols are like with 1500 horsepower when they're smashing them up the sand dunes. This feels leery enough, especially for wet British roads. I'm going to take this roundabout very, very carefully. Whoa, definitely spins up them rear wheels. Now I'm being very conservative here on this road test, mainly because I don't want to crash a customer's car. But I imagine if you drove this in anger on a day like today, or when it's worse and even wetter, you could actually have a lot of fun if you've got some massive. So before I push my luck a little bit too far on this, I'm going to head back to the workshop, because the guys that fetched it to us reckon that this thing can do a burnout. So we'll leave that up to them, because I'm definitely not doing it. If you've liked this video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.